Our senior correspondent, David Santos, was there at the Baguio Convention Center where that demonstration was held. He was among those who sustained eye injuries after his exposure to UV radiation. He joins us live now via telephone. David, hi, how are you feeling right now?
Well, thanks for asking, Pia. My cameraman, Eric Bastillador, and I were prescribed with medicines and have been told to rest for 3 to 4 days. Our condition called photokeratitis, according to the doctors we spoke to, should heal around that time.
See, so it will heal. So there is no permanent or serious injury to your eye, to your cornea, or to any other part of your eye.
That was our initial concern, Pia. When we asked the doctor at the Baguio General Hospital, he assured us that it should heal in about 3 to 4 days. He was saying the possible long-term effect is that we could develop a cataract, but that could happen later on, maybe in several years' time. But it's something that we should also keep in check.
Yeah. Well, David, so can you recount the events, no? How did it happen? Pagdating mo doon sa Baguio Convention Center, the demonstration was ongoing. And was it a scheduled demonstration? Was it a controlled demonstration? When you have something like that, kasi hindi yan basta-basta, hindi ba?
Yes, Pia. Well, Defense Secretary and who happens to be the National Task Force Against COVID-19 Chairman, Delphine Lorenzano, was scheduled to have a meeting with government officials and representatives of different agencies in the Cordillera region on that Saturday afternoon. Well, before the meeting started, that was scheduled at around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, there was this impromptu demonstration by this company called Robotic Activations. Well, according to their press release, which they handed out just before the meeting started, according to them, they are a robotic provider of an industrial-grade automatic UV disinfection robotic machine that was imported from Denmark, and supposedly it's also being used abroad, including in Singapore. Now, the demo was done right within the entrance lobby of the Baguio Convention Center. There were several people in the area, including, well, mostly journalists who were watching the demonstration. Initially, I thought, why would anyone light up or operate a UV light machine in front of these people, no, in a public open space? So this lady was explaining how the robot works, and I must admit, I assumed that they must be using ordinary blue-colored lights for purposes of, just a demonstration and just to show how the robot would work. Now, it turned out to be real UV lights when the lady, Miss Camille Anton, was asked by reporters if those lights were harmful, even just for her, since she was standing right next to it. Now, she gave a bit of an awkward response, and then she also assured us that it was safe as long as the reporter speaking to her, who was standing beside the machine, to maintain a safe distance. It was about 10 meters. We were about 10 meters apart. But late in the evening, when I was about to sleep, I had difficulty opening both of my eyes. Although early on, I noted they were getting reddish. I initially thought that it was perhaps due to exhaustion, so I decided to get some rest. But my eye condition got worse, and then I checked on with my cameraman, Eric Bastillador, who apparently was experiencing the same condition. So we decided to go to the nearest hospital to get help. The ophthalmologist on duty confirmed our suspicion that indeed our eye irritation was due to UV light exposure, and that we were suffering from photokeratitis. So yesterday we learned that a number other people, including a crew from another TV network, were also rushed to the same hospital, also complaining of eye irritation following that coverage at the Baguio Convention Center.
David, 2 follow-up questions here. No? So first, what was that awkward response of the representative of that company? And number 2, were they supposed to be holding a demonstration for officials of the National Task Force, or were they there in the lobby hoping to parang may matalisod silang government official, meaning, they would come across a government official who would be interested in this. And why would there be a demo for media? I'm just trying to understand kung bakit. At saka, are they based in Baguio? Because if they were a robotics company that was going to be demonstrating for the National Task Force, then I would presume that if they were based in Manila, then they would do a demonstration in Manila. But why are they in Baguio?
Well, apparently, days ahead, or parang there was a prior arrangement with Baguio City Mayor Benji Magalong well, I don't know if for the demonstration to be done in that event, but the lady, Miss Camille Anton, was telling us that prior to the meeting, they have been to many places in Baguio City, different government offices, to demonstrate this product. And in fact, when we spoke to Mayor Magalong, he did tell us na the city government was interested to purchase this equipment so that they can use it, especially with Baguio City planning to reopen soon. Dapat sana within the week to reopen its tourism industry, and this could be a big help in the disinfection of many of their offices as well as buildings within Baguio City. So parang how we understood it, parang mismo si Mayor Magalong had invited them there, or perhaps there was an arrangement for them to be there, since yung usapan was between the demonstrator and Mayor Magalong. In fact, that machine was brought inside the meeting area. Nung nilapit siya kay Mayor Magalong, it had to turn off kasi para kailangan siyang patayin. Because apparently, Mayor Magalong knew that it was dangerous to keep it on in front of many people. Ang hindi niya siguro alam that minutes before, ino-operate na siya sa labas sa harap ng ibang maraming tao, kabilang na yung mga journalists doon.
Yeah. Oo. I mean, pwede naman talagang gamitin yun tsaka safe, basta not around people. But very briefly, David, ano yung awkward na response niya?
Yeah, kasi tinanong namin siya, or one of the reporters asked her, is it that harmful to you? Parang ang sagot niya, well, right now I'm close to it. And then sinabihan siya na, you're not supposed to be close to it. Sabi niya, the distance is pointing to the reporters between us and saan kami is safe. So, and this is just brief anyway, so okay lang.
All right. Well, thank you, David Santos. Thank you, and I hope you feel much better. And the others, there were about 10 of you, right, who were affected. Salamat, David Santos, for joining us this evening.